Greetings, dear friends. Happy Monday to you. Here we are with our usual Monday check-in and our mindset mastery session. I trust you had a lovely, restorative, restful weekend and ready to embrace this new week ahead. Lots of different things happening on this week ahead. Of course, we have the Lunar New Year coming, the year of the wood snake. This is going to be a really epic year for shifts and changes. But before we get into pulling cards, I use 4 different decks of cards to kind of really help us immerse ourselves in the energies. But this is a really important week because the lunar effect that we're actually already in it. But we have the last quarter phase of the moon, which is coming in on the 22nd, so 2 days' time, and it's in the sign of Scorpio. In the sign of Scorpio, this is about really, really getting in touch with the depths, the secrets, actually, the true emotions of you. This is actually a week that I really, really encourage you to use the question. If you've watched these sessions before, you know that one of my favorite questions to inspire or invite you to use is, how do I feel about myself here? And what we're looking for is we feel in flow, we feel aligned, we feel like we are telling ourselves the truth to ourselves about ourselves. This is not a time for being superficial or judging ourselves or showing up as we think we ought to based on some other kind of agenda or what we think other people think of us or about us. So, are there areas or pieces that you stuff down for any reason? Secrets don't necessarily have to be devious or dark. They can be secrets that you just don't speak out because you are doing it out of kindness or an idea that this is just something we don't speak out loud. So this is a time to just really get in touch with that and really follow your own emotional guidance. This is such an important part because the majority of us have been conditioned to be logical, to be left brain focused, to set our goals, to push forward, to take action based on what we think. However, this week in particular is a really strong nudge to remember to access your truth, to access your inner truth, which is guided by your emotions. Emotions are such a powerful GPS system. However, we have to remember to find our way of checking in with them. So this could be a week of introspection, of just being very, stepping into the idea of being the observed and the observer. How does this make me feel about me? Well, I'm not sure. Okay, maybe I need some time to just sit in quietness or journal more or speak things out loud in my own space to see, how does this make me feel as I speak this truth or this idea, or entertain not saying this or saying that. I trust that makes sense. If anything that I say on these sessions trigger you or you need some support or guidance, just put it in the comments below or message me. The intent of these sessions, my intent, my life's work, is to wake up that within you that you can depend upon, that you can follow, that you get to really embrace and embody your true nature. Each one of us is wired in specific ways. We are wired in unique ways. And the thread that kind of goes through every one of our purpose, our life purpose, our sense of meaning, is to really know and understand ourselves, but also to tell our own truth, our way, to share our story, our way. Is that what you're doing? And is that what you're doing? Or are you holding back, thinking, oh, this is too much or this is too little? Just check in with that. So that's what kind of is showing up for us energetically this week. Like I said, if you need any support or more ideas on this, you can message me or put it in the comments, because this is intended to help you find your flow, to find your yes but of course type of reaction. So let's start getting some cards on this one, so that we can really embrace this energy of transformation, of truth-telling, inner truth-telling. So the first deck I use is my letting go guidance system. So are there areas that we can sort of focus on, or even just use as the introspective part that we can release, that we can let go, in order to become more authentically aligned, more into that vibe. I always do this when I think of transformation. Transformation is the upward spiral. That's what we're all doing. Oh, this is perfect. So the card that's come up about letting go is allowing the opinions of others to change you. I couldn't have picked that one on better. Allowing the opinions of others to change you. So is that maybe how come you're stuffing down or keeping a secret, or not sharing your wisdom, or sharing your gift, or sharing your talent? So that can sometimes be as simple as going, oh my gosh, what would somebody think if they saw me speaking like this, or if they saw me aligning with this idea or that mindset. So that's definitely an area to contemplate. Do you allow what you think other people think of you, which is sometimes completely not true? Do you allow that to center yourself, to play a different way, to follow a different agenda than what's really true for you or the best for you? And again, just witness and just honor. This is all about showing up and knowing that you are worthy of whatever contemplation and invitation into just checking in with these. And if it's not true, if you don't allow the other people's opinions to shift or change you, that's awesome. But just check in. Such an important piece. Okay, take a nice deep breath. And we're going to get one tarot card. Let's see what tarot card comes up for us today. Oh gosh, actually this makes a lot of sense too though. It's the Death card. So the Death card there's a lot of depth in that. So that's the whole idea of letting go, releasing, opening up. Things do need to die to let go in order for us to birth, or to bring out that which really is the truth, the authentic message or gift or ... You fill in the blank. So this is beautiful. It's actually also beautiful if you think about stepping into the Lunar New Year too, that there is such a huge letting go. And of course, I've said this to you before about 2025 is a 9-year. Collectively, we are all being kind of guided into letting go. So that which no longer serves, let it go. If it is a pattern of following other people's ideas or stuffing things down, maybe it's time to let it go. Maybe it's the end. So the endings have to happen in order for, again, that upward spiral, that transformation. This is such an important piece around that Scorpio energy. I trust that makes sense. Okay, again, nice deep breath, and we're going to pull 3 of the Intuitive Whispers cards. So as we use that question, how do I feel about myself here? We can actually allow ourselves to open up to the whispers that are within us. The whispers, you see, we are actually every one of us is intuitive. Every one of us has access to wisdom, depths within us. However, we have to understand that it doesn't keep repeating. If there's a piece of guidance that's, you can sit there and say, should I do this one? Should I do that? Should I go there? Should I do this? And your intuitive guidance goes, yes. So now which one? So that's the important part, because it won't do it again. If you start asking again, you'll get a different answer. So that's why it's so important to find your rhythm. Find your rhythm, and then also find your best way of receiving your inner guidance. For some of us, it's that we just know something. For some of us, it could be that we hear things. We hear things like thoughts come up. For other things, we can see things, like we can see physical things, or we can see in our mind's eye. So what's your flavor on that? And then follow it. Oh, look at this. I did pull these cards for us here. The first one is feel into your emotions. Don't you love that? I love that. That's feel into your emotions and tell yourself the truth. How do I feel about myself? And tell yourself, okay, this is a moment of feeling discombobulated. This is a moment of feeling like I'm not quite sure, in which case I might need to just sit and be and move through your fear. Feel your fear, move through your fear, and continue on the path. And interestingly, this card has come up so many times in our sessions. This one is split your focus. If you've watched these sessions with me before, you may remember that one comes up often. To me, splitting your focus really feels like remembering that you're a spiritual being having this physical experience. That yes, we do need to take care of things in the 3D, in the mundane world, but we also need to access the energetic, the powerful creator energy that is the other. So splitting your focus means, what's your rhythm? How do you do that? Or be that? Because this is about the being and doing. Okay, powerful stuff. How does this land for you? What's this bringing up for you? This is about really just feeling into that, making a note, checking in. And so I'm just about to wrap up this session and send you off. Like I said though, if you need some more support or guidance, just let me know. But I'm going to wrap up this session with one of our Liberate Your Inner Truth cards. And of course, that is what this week is strongly, strongly saying. Get in touch with your truth. What is your truth? And then speak it. There may be things that you keep hidden or that you don't speak out loud because it's not the best thing. And that's okay, but it's being willing to take an inventory, to witness that, to tell yourself the truth about that. So now, taking a deep breath, let's see which comes up for us here. Oh, this is awesome. So you know this card. This card says, split your focus. And this card says, I am focused. So I think there's a bit of a humor there, sense of humor there. So let me read this out to you. I am focused. I allow myself to dream big dreams and to set goals accordingly. Then I take action to make them happen. I stay focused on my intentions. My action plan is my map to my treasure. So that really feels like that's the focus, yes, but it's actually focused and telling yourself the truth about what is your balance of being and doing. Because when we're being, we get to visualize, we get to intend, we get to, have a look at the horizon. Where are we headed? But then we do need to take steps. We can't just create simply by dreaming it all up in our mind's eye. So it's about being focused on your best recipe of being and doing. I trust that makes sense. I wish you a superb week ahead and a beautiful experience with this last quarter phase of the moon in the sign of Scorpio. Much love to you. I'll be back again with you next week.